Welcome to Reality After Show coverage of Australian Survivor, Brains v Brawn II, Episode 8. I'm Jonny Fairplay, joined as always by Hurricane Kel. She saw it. Rebel Kel.
She saw it, mate.
Eden Porter.
It.
Oh, wow.
I'm scared, mate. She's onto it. She must have a Google alert when things come up with her name. She was
In a podcast?
Yeah. Mate, Kelly can do anything.
I need that Google alert when someone mentions me in a podcast because
like, boo.
Yeah. There's a podcast that likes to call me out every now and then, and I got no beef with this I got no beef with any podcast. I feel the last time I checked, there are 1,600,000 podcasts, so I don't give a fuck about one other podcast. I promise.
John, have you been rolling your eyes at podcasts again?
I can roll my eyes at a podcast if I want to.
You're an adult.
I'm an adult. Oh God, holy moly. Well, I would like to give a shout out to our good friend rapper Zen. And I think this episode was sublime. And would you like the definition?
Please.
This album is from the band Sublime.
Yeah, so good. You're a prop comic now. It's amazing. I love it.
Well, we if you looked at the comments from last episode, this is an educational podcast.
It is. Well, exactly. Yes. I know.
And if you look at the comments for my U.S. Survivor podcast, it's like this old head still crying about woke nerds, and I'm like, what? Wait.
Very different crowds.
I don't have a problem with woke or nerds or anything. I just don't need 15 of them cast on a fucking TV show. You can cast them, I just don't want to watch it.
Well, yeah, that's right. And just don't cast so many. Just don't cast. Just limit our exposure.
Yeah, I mean, I watch television to see larger than life personalities. I can see a fucking woke nerd at home.
Do you have many at your home? Just wondering.
Well, yeah, they just run. It's
the free range. Free.
It is a sublime number of woke nerds running around my house.
Mate, as long as they've got good acumen and clean up after themselves.
I feel their acumen is a little off, and that's what makes once again, we're learning by the second. Well, episode 8, it's day 18. It's raining, and for those of you scoring at home, the Brains built the worst shelter of all time.
Yeah, they take the crown away from the Titans from last season. They now have the pig pen is now the most disgusting pit of depression known to the Survivor gods. And another little ding, ding, ding. Our good friend Ben the Stonemason gets his first confessional.
But yeah, it was so shit. Who knew their good friend Ben was a potty mouth, and that's why we don't get anything from him.
Maybe he just swears like a sailor every confessional, and that's why they can't put it on air. Maybe.
Sure. Well, Caroline got confessionals, so I don't.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Actually. Yeah. That's so true.
Yeah. So apparently they can work around it. What they can't work around is Miles is talking, and he loves talking about the old Brains tribe and a little too much strat chat.
I know exactly what this is, and I can feel it there. It's just that person that's like, hey, what are you guys doing? What's your alliance? What are you thinking? What are you doing? And it is off-putting. It is so off-putting. And I thought we got over this hump. I thought Miles learned his lesson from day one when they reined him in and they said, mate, you're nearly going home. You need to rein it in. And now he's straight back to it. It's like almost his default. When he's not sure what's going on, he's just like, this is what I have to do. And Zara was not having any of it.
No. She is anti-verbal diarrhea. Don't worry, there's more diarrhea to come. This podcast is full of diarrhea. Everyone enjoy your coffee, and you too can have a good diarrhea. So, Kalen is here. He is strong, and he is living at a resort, according to his fourth confessional this season.
Yeah, they're really not getting into the strategic mind of Kalen. All his confessionals are about fishing or shelter, or he's really
Sure.
been pigeonholed, mate. He's not giving a lot to the tribe. He's no AJ at this point.
No. Was this AJ's transformation to King George this episode?
I honestly, is AJ King George with just a way better social game?
Whoa, shots fired. Well, if you were at the Mardi Gras extravaganza this past weekend in Sydney, Eden, you would learn that King George expressed to everyone what they're doing wrong in Australian Survivor Brains versus Brawn II. One after another.
There was just he was holding court, was he?
He was holding court.
Yeah,
And Ursula was there, and I was like, how was she? And he goes, she's very strong.
Well, lives up to the edit, mate. Lives up to the edit. This is what we're talking about.
Not a disappointment, huh? I mean, like, if you were hoping for just another layer of the onion, nope. She is just in fact strong and nothing.
Hang on, this onion only has one layer. Just peel it off.
The worst onion ever. Do not make hash browns out of the Ursula onion. No. It's the worst.
It will make you cry.
It will.
But I just think AJ, just from the edit that we've seen at the moment, he just seems to be able to slide into conversations and people are coming to him. And whereas I feel like George had the strategic mind, but especially in his first season, he struggled to make those same social connections and get people on board and get people really wanting to play with him outside those few key people. But AJ just seems to be able to dance between the Brawns, the old brains. Like he's really got everyone coming to him, and it seemed to happen pretty quickly. Like he became this nexus point of everyone very quickly.
It's very Jonny Fairplay-esque.
Yeah, well, there you go. Maybe some merging of you guys together.
Yeah. So, but no, I feel I consider George one of the greatest players ever, but it wasn't as though people were coming to him. He was going to people, pointing out the obvious, which is very difficult to accept in the game of Survivor for a lot of people, and then and then a lot of people reluctantly going, "Oh, the guy I hate makes a lot of sense."
Yeah, and there's a bit but I'm looking at this more from a one-time player like George 1.0 and AJ 1.0 at this point. The only thing I'm worried about with AJ, and we'll probably get to this later, is I think he's stuck his head out too high too early. And we touched on this a little bit last week, but these are some huge basically
he's got a giraffe neck now.
Like you cannot get it down. You cannot go down Periscope on this bad boy, because he is all the see now. And the more he talks to the other tribe, and the more he goes, "You guys should throw this because we're going to do this." And this hostage conversation, which to put it out into the world so openly is massive as well.
It worked out a lot better than I thought. So
did I. Yeah.
But he went from last episode emu neck to giraffe neck.
Yeah. And look, good on him. He's going, you know what? I'm just going to play. He's obviously having fun out there.
Yeah.
Because his confessionals are all just like, this is crazy. I'm in this position now. Because where he was, if you think back, and it's crazy to see where we were with the Girls Alliance and the Witches Coven and Logan basically calling all the shots, to this complete reversal in fortunes. Like it is strange that Logan hasn't been able to make those same connections with Paulie and with Noonan, and it's been all AJ that's managed to cross that bridge.
Well, ask Allie where he was a few episodes ago.
Exactly. Like,
you're dead. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm really not telling you to, because there's a way to dig yourself out. You know what? Just quit at Tribal.
Yeah. It's not if you're going home, it's when you're going home.
Yeah. And I feel like it should be tonight, but I'll let you know if I change my mind, but I'm not.
And it'll probably, if it's not tonight, it'll be the next one. So
yeah. So you know what? Just leave your shit here at Tribal.
Yeah. I really like your shirt. Can I start wearing that now? because you won't need it.
Yes. I want your shoes too, not because they fit me. I just want them. I want you to hurt your feet while you're here.
This is very, give me your clothes, your jacket, your glasses, your shoes.
So, I would like to use your glasses to make something. I'm not sure what I'm going to make, but I want them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it didn't work. I'm throwing them in the fire.
Yeah, don't need them. See you later.
Yes. I was going to make a car. I couldn't. but you'll have plenty of time to make a car when I vote you out tonight.
Oh, poor Allie.
Yeah.
Where is she now?
She's working on a car, I hear. she got all the supplies she needed. So AJ reveals that Ursula is ready to flip, and Kristen, we learn her name is Kristen this episode. Kristen also wants Noonan and Paulie out, and Kaylin loves coconuts, even though they potentially will give him diarrhea.
I love it. I love putting all these strategic conversations and then have Kaylin in the middle going like, geez, I hope I don't get diarrhea. Then back to strategy.
Back to strat chat. Yeah.
Oh, poor
God, you know what? He's a good-looking young man.
He's got that for him, mate. He's got that in the bag. Tick, tick, tick.
He's a little Fabio-esque.
Yeah. That would be wild if he managed to pull a Fabio off.
I don't need that in my life.
Not with all these other characters running around.
No. And you know, I'll go ahead and get to this now. When we had the tribe swap last week, and I was just like, oh my God, I love this new Brawn 2.0. This is all the TV characters that I want to see. So except for Laura on the other tribe.
Yeah, Laura would be nice. Yeah,
but otherwise, I'm good. Like I really like the other tribe. They could be like a typhoon hit and we lost the others. It's like, okay, that's fine.
Rest in peace, everyone else.
Yeah. So you know, moving forward, one episode will be a reward challenge, and the next episode will be immunity, and then we can finish out the season. It's fine. I don't care.
Well, if this was the merge, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah.
If this, like these are all people that are gonna be interesting and do some fun moves and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm sitting there. I'm just like, on paper, these guys are pretty physical. I feel like they're smarter.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, oh, this sucks because we're not going to see a lot of them going into the merge because, you know, the boring Brawn 2.0 tribe with all the dumb strong people aren't going to be able to do a puzzle, and I'm going to be stuck watching their storylines that I don't care about. Nope.
Wrong.
Not at all. We're just gonna get good TV.
Yeah, this is fun. This is what you want. You want to win although they didn't have a reward challenge of this episode. Surprisingly,
I'm thinking they did have a reward challenge, and it was a dud. We didn't get it. So.
Possibly, yeah.
And I also love a 1 hour episode versus a 90-minute episode. What's up with that? Is it the Oscars? What forced our hand?
I don't know. Was it that much shorter? No, it wasn't that much shorter.
Yeah, mine was 52 minutes or something versus the normal 115 or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
I think mine went for, it was like an hour something. It was over an hour, I think.
Okay, well maybe you guys got like a 15-minute advertisement for some upcoming show or something.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, if we're going through this and suddenly there's a whole bit about something else that you didn't see,
yeah.
I'll mention it.
Are you watching WWE Evolve?
Yeah.
I watched the Elimination Chamber, then afterwards they have the press conference, and you know, and I pay for YouTube just so I can have the screen in my background with the podcast logo, like you know, stay up without a commercial showing up. So I pay you know, $15 a month just for that option. And so I was in my bedroom, and I didn't log in. I just went to YouTube on my TV to watch the press conference afterwards. And I get this like 15-minute long commercial for WWE Evolve. And I'm just like, oh my God, is this because I'm not logged in? And this is what regular, like, you know, in lieu of the press conference you're trying to watch is a 15. Nope, they just smuggled in a 15-minute commercial for Evolve that I will never watch.
Wow. That's mate. Yeah, this is how the normal people live. We have to watch ads on YouTube, Johnny. Feel bad
It's the
for us.
worst. So, all right.
Where are we up to? Where are we up
Oh,
to?
Noonan can roll her eyes whenever she wants. And
Oh,
she
yeah.
wants to work with AJ. And AJ reveals to the audience he has all the power. And right here, right? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. I felt that as well. It was setting him up.
I was like, is this the AJ boot episode? Too soon.
Too soon. But again, this one-sided rivalry of Noonan and Ursula, like it's so inconsequential, but ultimately it's so obvious that Ursula doesn't want to work with any of them, and it's just the perfect situation to play them off against each other, and it's game over for these old Brawns. But I didn't feel like AJ ever really wanted Noonan or Paulie to go home. I feel like
I don't think so. I think, and I think this is the poker player in him. I think he wanted to keep Paulie and Noonan. I think in spite of what he says, I think he likes them both. I think he does think Noonan's cute, and love, he wants to be her friend. And I think Paulie, he does believe is a snake oil salesman, but takes one to know one. He's just like, why can't I play with myself? Which which you're not. I don't know if you're encouraged to or not play with yourself on Australian Survivor. It's discouraged on American Survivor.
It's discouraged, yeah. But I agree. I think AJ clearly wants to play with people that are game players that know how to play, that he can talk to logically and be like, what about this? What about that? What about this? And that's not Ursula. That is Paulie and Noonan all day long. It's not these other. And he's going to get rid of these sheeple that don't really know how to play, that don't want to be there to play, and he's just gonna remove them, and then it's going to get to the point where people are going to come for him ultimately. But that's part of the fun.
So, but I also think in those as the poker player that he is, he's just like, okay, there's an idol on each beach. Of the people that could have got the idol from Bronze 1.0, it's probably Paulie or Noonan. Looking like it wasn't Ben.
No.
It's not Ursula, because they're very hard to find, according to Nash, to Ursula, even though he found his first one within 12 seconds.
5 seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good guesstimate that one of them either has it or know who has it, and you're just fishing for information at that point. And it's not. I like AJ's tact where he's not threatening. He's not going in there being like,
well,
tell me if you have an idol.
He begins to threaten, but not with him, I don't feel.
But it's that idea of like, look, you don't have to tell me, but I don't want you to waste it if you don't have to waste it. And he sets this thing up saying like, if you're really worried, I'll have a good understanding of what's going on and look at me at tribal council and I can sort of give you the way or nay. And then Paulie like falls directly into that trap.
Oh.
You can see him at tribal council looking and being like, I'm not going to say if I've got an idol, but should I play my one?
Yeah, it was really it was a game of mousetrap.
It really was. It was
like
brilliant.
it was like right here. He kicks the marble, and like from that point on until the end of tribal. If anyone has an idol, like to play it. It is literally the trap landing on the mouse. Paulie looking up and going, "Oh, you got me."
Oh, you got me. Yeah, it was brilliant. It was a very good laid trap in terms of finding out where that is, and it set him up really well. But at the end of the day, he wants to work with them. He does. I do believe he wants to work with them. He's not. He'd much rather work with these guys than half his old Brains tribe.
I would not be shocked. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I would not be shocked if Paulie uses that idol on AJ. If it's if it makes sense.
Yeah, there may be a hold up bro situation because AJ's got an idol.
Yeah.
So AJ's got an idol and Paulie's got an idol.
But if AJ can force Paulie to burn his idol for him,
100%, 100%, it'll be the hold up. It'll be like, mate, actually use it on me tonight.
Yeah,
like and he will. Yeah, it'll be.
But
good.
At the same time, you have to imagine that Paulie and Noonan are potentially going, okay, well, if anyone has an idol from the other tribe, don't you think it's AJ?
Well, I think this myth of the witch's coven and them all working together grew so much in the telling that it's probably easy to sell the thing of like probably one of those girls
One of
found
the
it,
yeah, and
and they
it's just sheer numbers, not brains.
sheer number exactly that there's more. There's been so many of them that one of them's most likely found it, and I was just by myself. Yeah.
Yeah. So because he was like, ready to go at any minute, according to Allie. Just
Yeah,
any
well,
second.
yeah.
They were
Get his
literally
bags
gonna
packed.
JLP was gonna show up on the beach and be like, "Hey, yeah, get your shit." No, that's Allie's. Come with me.
Yeah, that's Ali's shirt. Those Ali's shoes.
All right, it's community challenge, and it's time for some pegging. Who doesn't like
Pegs.
good old pegging?
The pegs are back, baby. Everyone's having nightmares about the pegs. Everyone walking into that challenge is like, not the pegs. Oh no, pegs.
Yeah,
There's been
Matt
some bad
Bischoff
peg
loves the
incidents.
good pegging.
He
Whenever
does?
oh yeah, big time. So, it is revealed that Rich was voted out. Everyone likes it. No one seems to be upset. And Zara's face actually moved with that smile. She was so excited. What? Too soon?
That must have been some real emotion then, if it got through. Laura, obviously we forgot Laura, that Laura was sticking her neck out most of this game to protect Rich, and then in one fell swoop he's just gone. All for nothing. All for nothing, Laura.
Yeah, the VBs were the worst held together alliance ever.
Instantly broke up. Yeah, instantly broke up.
Oh, and shout out to Logan, happy birthday.
Hey, is it Logan's birthday? Is it?
Yeah, it was yesterday-ish, night-ish. I don't know. I can't keep up with you guys.
It's very hard to work out. It's very hard. I had my birthday the other day. It's very hard to.
It's very very DeLorean-ish of where I am versus where you guys are in the space-time continuum. So, and I mean, in what timeline are we even in?
We're in the darkest timeline at the moment.
Oh, jeez. But bunch of woke nerds.
Nerds, that's right.
So, yeah. So we're playing for immunity, and these are numbered. There's numbered pegs. You have to hit coconuts with corresponding numbers with sandbags. And holy moly, AJ and Noonan are missing until they're not.
Man, it was. Yeah, like honestly, the difference in that game was those first couple of rounds where they were just missing every single peg. And do you not put someone? You don't want to sound mean or anything, but do you want someone with a better arm, like straight off? But who else do they have? They have Kaylin. It's just Kaylin is the other one. Yeah, put Kaylin in there. Yeah. I think AJ would have been better. See, Noonan. Yeah, again, Noonan's probably like, no, I'm not going to hold on to those pegs. She's like,
yeah. She's a footy player, and she was thinking that maybe the power of her foot would move its way into her hand.
Maybe she should have started kicking them instead of throwing them.
Miles would have
exactly golden boot Miles,
or golden foot.
Golden foot, depending on which hemisphere you're in. But the I like this one. It was a combination of people got to hold on, people got to throw, and it really came down to PD and who was the other thrower? Jess, was it Jesse and PD?
I want to say PD and Ben.
Oh no, it was PD and Ben. Yeah. Ben. They just more accurate. They just
the other tribe's throwing was shit. He would have said it in a confession if given.
Yeah, it would have been shit. And then even in this challenge, AJ, there is a moment where AJ turns to them and goes like, "You guys should throw this to get rid of all the brains."
Too soon.
He hasn't told them about the hostages yet, so they don't know. They don't know.
This tribe of stupid brains. They don't know anything. So well, it ends with.
How cool did Paulie look? How good did Paulie look on the cross?
Well, he was doing his Jesus Christ pose, as you can hear on Soundgarden Bad Motorfinger, the end of side one. Album one.
Great Soundgarden reference. Love it.
Yes. And this is the cool cover.
I was going to say I haven't seen that cover before.
Yeah.
But yeah, Paulie looks like a beast. Shout out to Paulie for hanging in there. Literally, he was on the cross for a while, had his stigmata, and then he was literally just holding on like that. But he hung in there, man. Paulie
he did
really.
And the other tribe had like 8 pegs left, and Zara's like, take your time. I'm just like, look, the fact that Paulie is holding himself on one peg, how about out of general principle and good sportsmanship, you go the normal speed rate.
Yeah, exactly. Just do it. Just
Yeah,
do it.
like
It's fine. You guys, you've got 3 people still up on the wall.
Yeah.
You don't need to be playing mind games at this point. It's just like, guys, just win. It's fine.
And you've literally seen Noonan and AJ miss more than they hit. So, let's just once again, Zara, we're making a television show, sweetheart.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Go slow. Everyone do slow and do nothing. It'll be great TV.
Yeah, do nothing. Yeah. Tie your shoe, Ben. These shoestrings are shit.
On closer inspection, these are Crocs.
You guys love your Crocs on Australian Survivor.
Oh, mate, everyone. Do you know what's funny? I was the only person to not have Crocs on my season because they all got told. They're like, make sure you have Crocs. And because I came into the game so late, no one gave me that heads up. And so everyone else out there is wearing Crocs. I'm like, I've made a huge mistake here. Everyone is on the Crocs out there.
What did you just bring, like flip-flops?
No, I had my Converse. I had my Converse shoes and my water shoes. Did you guys have water shoes?
No, we don't have water shoes.
So water shoes, they like say everyone has to bring a pair of water shoes because there's coral and stuff around. So if you do challenges in the water, you have to wear them to just protect your feet.
But like, can't Crocs be water shoes?
No, because they slip off. You've got to have actual water shoes.
Oh wow. So everyone for their other shoes, they just use Crocs. They don't bring like tennis shoes.
Yep. Yeah, correct. So you have 3 shoes, right? So you got 2 pairs of shoes for challenges that are compulsory. So you need a pair of runners to do all your challenges in, and then you need a pair of water shoes to do all your water challenges in, and then you can have a 3rd pair. And everyone had Crocs, but I had my stupid Converse All-Stars.
Oh my God, you're like a poor kid from the 70s.
yes. Before they got signed by every basketball player.
My 17-year-old lives in Chucks now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So she was on the Vans kick. She just got a pair of Birkenstocks. She likes those, but otherwise it's all Chucks all the time. And then my 7-year-old's just like, have you heard of Nikes? I'm like, have I? Hold my beer. No, don't hold my beer. You'll drink it. I took my 7-year-old to Skate Town yesterday. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna take my kid to Skate Town, and then I got to run some errands. And so I take my kid to Skate Town, and I was like, all right, this was like 1 p.m. I'm like, I'll be back at 4 to pick you up. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I've never been dropped off at Skate Town before. I'm like, really? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I was always dropped off at Skate. I was never not dropped
out of your childhood.
I was just like, I don't think even the first time I went to Skate Town, my mom came in. She's like, yeah, ask for some skates. They'll tell you what to do.
Hey, man, Skate Town raised me.
Yeah, Skate Town did raise me. So anyway, so I was just like, and she was there for a birthday party. So I was just like, all right, let me suss out the mom of the kid's birthday party and see where we're at. So, so this is 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock, the kid and the mom still aren't there.
Oh, what?
Finally, an hour late, the kid and the mom show up, and I was just like, yeah, I should probably hang out. Fast forward 30 minutes later, and it's almost time for the cake. The aunt is on skates with a white belt in her hand on the rink, chasing down a kid and beating the shit out of a kid with the belt.
What is going on in your Skate Town?
I'm just like,
it's martial law. This is outrageous.
It was shit.
As
Ben would hate it. Your Skate Town is shit. I was just like, I'm so glad I didn't leave my kid here. But who knew? Were you dropped off at your Skate Town?
I was on the road. I was out there. I was living my best life out. We didn't really have a skate. We were just down at the park a lot of the time.
Okay.
causing trouble down in the park.
But you were dropped off.
Yeah. Well, we would just leave ourselves. We would just go.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, these fucking woke nerds.
It's called helicopter parenting.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's what you
oh
need
well.
to do.
All right.
Where were we? Oh yeah, they lost.
Boring Brains 2.0 wins again. And at this point, AJ says he thinks Paulie is a snake oil salesman and loves Noonan. AJ thinks Ursula is a better bet and wants to keep Paulie and Noonan as hostages. Strategic Kaylin thinks that sneaky Paulie is the plan. I
love it how they all sort of threw the tugs at each other. But this is another great AJ moment. They have that conversation, and AJ just turns people around. Just turns them all back around. They're like,
except for Kaylin, but it doesn't matter. It's a party of one.
But that doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like that's irrelevant. But he's very good at just saying. I really liked that concept of let's keep AJ, let's keep Noonan and Paulie to show the other tribe that to basically say, oh hey, we're expendable, or they don't care about us, which is exactly what he's doing to Zara and Laura on the other side. Because you can see they're like, well, hang on, this whole hostage talk, you're putting us in danger, like AJ. Like this is what you're doing to us. So it's funny how he's so tuned in on doing this that he's actually doing the same thing to those guys. But I guess he just doesn't care about them. He just like Zara, Miles, and stuff. He's just like, whatever, I don't care about you guys.
I'm okay if Laura makes it and Zara doesn't.
Yeah. But Laura's not in. But from AJ, you got to think back to the graduates. The graduates is Miles, AJ, Zara, and
Karen.
Karen. They're the four.
Karen. There's a whole thing. Jeez,
oh, dude, there was a whole threatening message group.
Was it?
Karen. Oh, there's a lot of subtext there. But so it's really interesting. But I like that idea. But I don't think he knows that Paulie and Noonan were pretty much on the outs with a lot of those guys anyway. Yeah. Like PD and stuff didn't really vibe with them, and Jesse didn't seem to really vibe with them, and Ben didn't really vibe with them.
So, well, if you're out in Melbourne, you should come out March 17th to the Emerald Peacock. That's right. Hey, I got my flights last night. I'll let you know when I'm coming in. Yes, go to survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. It is a Survivor viewing party. St. Patty's Day. Me and Eden, you're going to be there. And we're watching Survivor. Lots of special surprise guests. We may have said one of their names earlier. Who's to say? And
that's only 13 days away.
I know. I'm this weekend. I am wrestling. I will be leaving. I will be finishing this podcast. I'll be watching Queen of the Ring. I will be doing a podcast about that. I'll be going to the gym because I am not in gym. I totally forgot I have a wrestling match on Saturday.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're starting to go to the gym now on Tuesday night. 4 days out. I better start going to the gym.
All right, fair enough. Well, the night before that will be me and physical specimen King George and Ferris.
There you go.
We'll be in Sydney, Australia. That's Sunday, March 16th. Also a Survivor viewing party. Go to survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. So yeah, I try to sprinkle these in. You never know. It's going to be at the beginning of the episode, the end of the episode. I'm just like, you know what? How about smack dab in the middle of the episode? Let's mention survivortix.com. Well, guess what? In the Brawn 2.0 tribe, there are tiny maggots in the food. Yeah, this could be a problem moving forward.
Yeah, this is really gross. I don't know how it got to this point. They're not even in the pig pen.
I know.
These guys should have the nice everything going for them, and yet they've still got maggots in their food. Ugh.
Yeah, it's protein.
Yeah, I'm not eating maggots, mate.
No, I'm not eating maggots either. So how nice is Australian Survivor? Can you go to production and be like, hey, we have maggots, can we swap this out? Or they're like, no, you fucked up.
I reckon Oh yeah, look, it's a hard one. I think they would probably be like that. That's this supply of your rations because you get rationed. They give you like 3 days at a time, and
Okay.
depending on that cycle, they'd be like, okay, so they're not giving you a bag of a month's worth of rice or a month's
Yeah.
worth of beans. They give you 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. So you only have to last a couple of days. So they would probably
Okay.
go, well, you've got maggots in that. You got to wait for that to run out.
Yeah, if it's every 3 days, then yeah, that's on them. Like,
Yeah.
if you can't protect your food for 3 days,
Yeah, exactly. This is your punishment.
like, what do you sorry, you could be playing US Survivor with a bunch of woke nerds, which you don't get anything.
But they don't
And
get
it's
any
so much
right.
better. It's so much better on for the last 3 episodes when everyone's just laying there doing nothing. Isn't that better television?
Yeah, I reckon hungry, talking about food that they'd eat, lying down there, not talking game, not doing any strat. Yeah.
No game strat? or strat chat? Sorry.
No strat chat.
Zara would love it.
Yeah, well, yeah. She would be all over it.
Yeah.
Where are we? What are we up to
Paulie
now?
convinces Ursula to call a truce and vote Karen.
Oh yeah, this plan. This was Paulie trying to broker a deal between Noonan and Ursula and like pull everyone back together and stuff. And then Ursula, I believe Ursula was the person that actually put the name out there. Corinne, like I think it was actually her when I rewatched the episode. But
really?
yeah, but Paulie put it in play. Paulie was like, "What are we going to do? What are we going to do?" But Ursula did say the name first. But this was never going to work.
Well, I feel even though AJ's pulling the strings, Logan previously was the ringleader.
Correct.
I feel the perception by the old Brawn of the brain version of the Brawn is Karen sitting back as the godmother.
Yeah.
I think perception wise, and it's literally just perception.
Yeah. I think what's really helped AJ in this situation is there was so much talk of the coven that he's been able to say, I wasn't in the coven, they were running the show, I was on the outs. And I think that's way more interesting to Noonan and Paulie and these other guys to be like, well, AJ isn't really running things. We can work with AJ. We can do more stuff with AJ. And I think he just came in at such a perfect time because the coven really exploded and blew up. And no one, but there's still this perception that they were running everything.
Yeah.
And so for AJ now to be able to go like, okay, the Graduate Alliance, no one knows about that. No, and that's going to come back. That's going to come back around when those guys are going to get back together, and that's when they're going to turn on Paulie. That's when they're going to turn on Noonan. And it's going to be, it's going to be just when you pull the trigger on that. When do you take those people out? But at this point, Paulie, that was not going to work. Pulling all these people together. There's no way Ursula is going to work with Noonan. Like I just never thought that was going to happen.
Well, she says okay. However, Noonan's just like, hey, Karen, here's the plan that Ursula just came up with. And Kristen, as we learned earlier, there's someone named Kristen on this show. She tells Ursula that Noonan ratted her out, and then Ursula goes to Karen, AJ, and Kaylin, tells them, and AJ's like, Paulie obviously came up with this plan.
Yeah. I mean, Paulie's the smart one in this situation. Yeah.
If we know anything about Ursula, it's that she's semi-strong and nothing.
Yeah, and she's semi-smart, but not this smart.
Not this smart. This is a good plan.
Yeah. But it's funny as well. Like Logan, because Logan has just fallen off the radar completely.
I did not like this. This was not a good Logan episode. But you know what? I'm okay with that because Logan long term is what I'm here for.
Well, this is fine, but also it's not like this is just me looking into the edit, but this is not a great winner's edit for someone if they have this huge lull in the middle of the game where they're not involved in any votes. They're basically being told what to do. She was so on top of everything.
She was running the show.
Now it doesn't even look, and look, this might be a conscious thing. She's like, I'm just going to put my head down and just not get voted out because I feel like I'm not in a great position and I'm going to let AJ run this. And this could be a strat to say, AJ, giraffe neck AJ is going to put his head out there and I'm just going to ride this back to the time I can get back together with Laura. But it's weird that she's just gone to like completely purple in this.
Yeah.
Like she had one. I don't think she even had a confessional.
This was the invisible hand, and then like the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so yeah, so it
Yeah,
again
no
blows up.
confessional. I remember
Yeah.
my Logan confessionals, not
Yeah,
one.
you've got them tucked away. But yeah, Noonan
Oh, I
just blew
tuck
up
'em.
Ursula. Noonan don't. Noonan just blew up Ursula's spot here, and then the trust was broken, and then Ursula got painted with she's trying to do a few different things, and
Yeah.
from that point on, there was no denying that Ursula was going home.
I love the fact that, you know, the plan is revealed, blah blah blah, and then AJ's like, "There's no way Ursula came up with it," and it wasn't like, well, it is just like, "Oh yeah, no way." Like
Yeah,
a
no way.
plan?
Yeah.
I mean, what was it, a workout plan? Was it how many reps and sets? No? Oh yeah, that was Paulie. That was definitely snake oil salesman Paulie over there.
Did you like there was, I think Kaylin at one point said, no, we should get rid of Paulie. I'll go talk to AJ and convince him. And then we never saw that conversation. So it must have gone so well.
Hey, I have diarrhea. Can we talk about the vote?
No. Okay, end of conversation.
How do you have diarrhea? I ate a bunch of coconuts. It was my well, AJ smartly tells Ursula and Paulie is like, look, it's between the two of you. That's all I can do. And it's like, all right. And so, this is when he tells Paulie, goes, hey, I think you or Noonan have the idol, and if you need to play it, I'll give you the Iggy. Mm-hmm. So in wrestling speak, when you're going over the matches in the back, it's just like, you know, like I'm a bad guy manager, right? And so they'll be like, you know, and I come to the ring, I have a tiki torch. Actually, it's right here.
A little Survivor tiki torch.
Well, this is just a small one that I just bash, and so I take out the metal, and it just you know, blows apart when I hit you.
Yeah.
So, so we'll be in the back, and they're like, all right, fair play. At the end of the match, I'll give you the Iggy, and you know, and then, you know, jump up, you know, nail him with the torch. Yeah. And I was like, okay. And they're like, what do you want the Iggy to be? You know, you want me to say like, you know, bicycle or banana? I was like, how about say, jump up and hit him now? That could be that could be the Iggy.
You're really breaking the fourth wall, aren't you?
Well, I mean, why does he need to say banana?
Banana.
Bomb squad.
It's very rich. It's very rich-esque, isn't it?
So no, it's just like, just say jump up and hit this fucking guy.
Hit him. Yeah, exactly.
That Iggy works for me the best, because then I know that, because, you know, if you
otherwise you're standing there going like, why is he yelling banana at me?
Where's there? Does anyone have a banana?
What does that mean? Yeah,
it would be sublime if you did. All right, that's the definition. So it's time for tribal, and for AJ, the vote is the vote for him is about leaving the tastiest hostages. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah, I did. Like, I don't like this whole telling everyone at tribal about the hostage thing and really painting everyone. It just separates you from them a little bit, and just paints you again with this like Merovingian sort of like, I'm pulling all the strings. I'm the one in control. Yeah. It's sort of,
it's giving Kent vibes.
So I'm like, it's
Kent's
fun.
Just happy we're saying his name on episode 8.
Yes. Like honestly, I'm not going to hold it against AJ too much, because it is fun, and he obviously he's made a decision. I'm just going to do all this crazy stuff, and I'm going to have fun out there, and just going to see how it all pans out. But it's a bold move to do this at Tribal Council in front of everyone, to the people that you're talking about as well. Like, it's one thing to do it in confessionals, which is great. It's a very different one to do it at Tribal.
Yeah, it's very King George at confessionals, and I'm for it all day long.
Yeah,
and Kaylin doesn't like it, and initially Karin doesn't, but I feel like Paulie's all in. Paulie's like, consider me the tastiest treat here.
This is Stockholm Syndrome 101. Like, Paulie's like, I'm in. I love my captors.
Yeah. So, and Noonan's like, all right, Paulie's in, I'm in. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And Ursula's like, am I a strong snack?
Ursula's like, what are you talking about? She's I don't know.
I
She's so out of
cannot
it.
be shackled because I am strong. So
That's very-
I would be the worst hostage because I will physically overtake my captors, and then they
physically
will be the
and mentally.
hostages.
Yeah, that you
With my
you are the hostage now. Exactly.
yes, it is
I
my
am the captain
acumen.
now. That has allowed me to become the captain.
Yeah, no. So JLP is just like, isn't this as simple as a 4-4 split? And Noonan's like, no.
No,
I don't know
because
if
of
you saw the
Ursula.
stray Noonan vote last time from
Honestly, that does so much damage to like this is another example that it's only you can lose this game by just a couple of bad conversations and a couple of bad like just why is she still hell bent on Noonan? You need to swallow that down. You need to go say, yep, this is cool. And then in confessionals go nuts, but just bide your time. You don't have any social capital. You don't have
No.
any way of turning the votes on anyone. Like it's just bad. It's just bad news.
Well, she's strong. So
She's strong. She's strong.
So
But
well, guess what?
they were pretty heated. They were pretty heated in tribal. Like they really started going each other.
Oh, and she spills the polyplan tea, and Noonan's like, "Yeah, it's true. Everything she's saying, except for the part of whose plan it was all Ursula because she's like strong."
She's smart, strong. Yeah, good.
You almost see the argument fall apart as it comes out of Noonan's mouth. She's like,
yeah, and then she's just like, yeah, exactly. I think at this point, we know that Ursula's going home. There's no point keeping her at this point. There's no point keeping her.
Well, JLP feels the same way because it's time to vote, and Ursula literally runs because she's, it's time for her workout, and she cannot write Noonan fast enough. So much so that she combines the two O's for a U.
That was weird spelling. Noonan, new. I actually don't know what she was thinking there. Noonan. It's not. It's not super hard.
Who's to say? So and Noonan's like, hold my beer. I'm just writing Urs. Fuck.
She's been on the Earth trade for a while. It's just simply Earth.
Yes, third time's the charm. So we come back. JLP says if anyone has an idol and you like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Paulie with full hook in mouth as AJ reels in his big catch, turns and looks and goes, huh?
What should I use the idol that I haven't confirmed whether I have or not?
Yeah. Should I use the idol in my pocket? I have one hand on it, one hand looking up to you with a please help me, good kind sir. And AJ goes, no, you'll use it on me later. But thank you for asking.
Thank you for showing me all your cards.
Yes. And 2 votes Noonan and the restaurant Ursula. And tomorrow night I have hostages. And the old brains are like, what about us? And then Ursula reveals Noonan got me. So game recognized game.
Noonan got me. And then Ursula's saying, she's like, yeah, Noonan's bad, Paulie's bad, AJ's bad, they're all bad.
Yeah. But AJ's the better of the bad.
Yeah. The best of the worst.
Yes. So but AJ's not as strong as Ursula, so who cares?
Exactly. Ursula will be bench pressing her way back to Australia on the plane.
Yes. And so at the end of the day, would you rather be strong or $500,000 richer?
Look, it's a tough choice, John. But I'll take the money. I can buy more muscles with the money.
Oh wow! Would you get muscle implants?
Yeah, I get steroids, implants, all that stuff. You can buy a lot of that for $500,000.
Wow, I feel like that's a foolish way to spend your money.
But I'd be huge then, John.
Oh, you'd be really strong.
And smart.
Wow, you're the best of both worlds.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I would not spend the money on steroids and new muscles, and I would.
You're so woke, John. You've changed. Mate.
I'm a woke nerd.
Yeah, you've become what you hate.
Takes one to know one. Wow, I'm gonna go back to sleep now because that I don't really have to work being a woke nerd, do I?
Yeah, exactly.
I
Good.
feel that's what they do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a sublime episode.
It was sublime. It was really fun. It was AJ's just keeps climbing the tower, and we'll see where he gets to. But it's very fun when you've got someone playing hard like this. It's really fun.
Is it the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
It quite possibly could be. And when will it fall? Who knows? But
Or is it the Leaning Tower of Pizza? And your Ninja Turtle shirt would love that.
Correct. Good call. What a way to end the podcast, Jonny.
Yeah. There we go. All right, Eden, we're not trending yet, but
it's coming. By the end of this bloody series, I bet it better be trending.
Yeah, hashtag Eden Porter 1 is what you want to post with all your Australian Survivor Brains v Brawn II comments. Also, if you look in the show notes, there's a link to Eden's other podcast, the Survivor Debrief, in which he has the exit interviews from Ursula is coming up, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll be.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? You'll find out very soon.
Yeah. So click on that subscribe button, and you'll never know.
Please subscribe. We need some more subscribers. That'd be good.
Yeah, and so I would like you over 100 subscribers by the end of the week.
Yes, the end of the week. That's a goal. Yeah, let's do it. That's easy, mate. Let's do it.
What's 100 survivor? Everyone, right now, stop what you're doing. Click on that link in the show notes and just put subscribe. So Eden doesn't do that many podcasts. Like this is a lot, and so like when he does, it's really important and special.
Yes, you feel very special.
Yes, feel special that you'll get an alert of are you posting your workout videos yet, or is that
I'm waiting till I win $500,000 and then I'll do it.
Oh, okay. Oh, with your new muscles.
With my new muscles, mate.
Wait, I'd watch that. You know what? That might I feel at first I felt it was a stupid investment. But now with all the viewers,
it's gonna make me money in the end of the day, John.
You're turning $500,000 into $2 million.
It's called business acumen, John.
I don't know what I was thinking. It seems like it's all going to work out. Fuck Bitcoin. This seems much more sound. Can I invest in you as well?
Yeah, it's very quickly becomes a Ponzi scheme.
Yes.
You can, John. You just got to find 3 friends to also invest. Yeah.
Do I get to pick a briefcase at some point? I would like to pick a briefcase, please.
You can I'll put it in a briefcase. It's a Ponzi scheme with briefcases.
Number 7.
Lucky number 7.
There's no way that this could go wrong.
You can't lose.
Can we create a Ponzi scheme with actual briefcases? Is this something?
I'm sure we can. Each new person gets to pick gets to add a briefcase.
Oh wow! And it's just yours. What's in it? Who's to say?
It's just a briefcase. It's just to say. It's the lure
probably
of the
AJ's shirt. But could be supplements. It's not money. You may think it's money. It's not. So, all right. Well, I'm at Jonny Fairplay. No H in Johnny. JONNY. Wow, you guys are loving the cameos right now. I don't know what happened, but you guys are. So cameo.com/Jonny Fairplay. Links to everything at JonnyFairplay.com. And on this, click the subscribe, share, and leave a comment. That affects the algorithm. I don't know why. It's crazy. So, but with that, thank you, Eden.
Thanks, Jonny.
And thank you everyone else. Until next time. Goodbye.
Bye.